Hi, my name is Josette Clark, and I'm doing my career profile on an online educator through BYU-Idaho. And the reason I chose this career profile is because secretly I've always wanted to be an online educator, and I first heard about it when I started online classes, and I thought that's a really good idea. You can work from home and still educate while trying to raise a family. So this would be my ideal career path. So the organization that I chose is Brigham Young University of Idaho. And I don't personally know anyone in this career except for professors. And so to start off, the working environment is actually pretty flexible because you get to work from home. However, they require that you work 3 or 4 hours a week based on per credit hour that you're teaching. So while it is flexible, as in you decide when you grade papers and when you work, you still need to fit in the appropriate amount of time each week towards your students and towards the classroom. So a little bit of flexibility, but still a little bit of structure as well. So some typical stressors that I believe could come from a career like this would be, one, I'm trying to keep in touch with all of the students as they live all over the country. I lived in China for a while, and so I always wondered how my teachers were able to keep in contact with me. So I think one of the stressors would be trying to connect with all the students with different time zones and different activities to try to help them through the classroom. Some other stressors, I think, is if I needed to give someone a lower grade and they responded negatively to receiving that grade, I would be a little stressed out as to how do I respond, how do I deal with this, how do I work with the student. I think that could be pretty stressful. However, I think these all can be overcome, but they do pose some stressors. So some typical benefits that online educators get through BYU-Idaho are the good health care, good 401k, retirement plans. BYU-Idaho also offers some additional benefits that I think are really interesting. So they're called value benefits, and that allows you to have certain cell phone services. You can get discounts on Dell computer products, discounts on insurance like homeowners insurance and car insurance, LASIK eye surgery. So a lot of cool benefits like that. Some other benefits are educational benefits. So, as a teacher, you get 6 credits of free tuition per semester so that you can continue education. And this also applies to your spouse and your children. They also get free tuition up to 76 credits. Still a significant amount of credits. They also offer continuing education plans. So if I, as a teacher, wanted to go continue my education, I'd get leave for that. So I could go to a different university and gain another degree, and then I'd come back and work for them for a certain amount of years after I gained my degree. And they also offer relocation assistance. If they hired me and I needed to move closer, they would cover some of those costs. As for common job tasks, some typical things that an online professor would need to do are keep in touch with the students. And doing this would require phone calls, emails, video chats, to help get the students through the course layout. Now, the teacher doesn't plan the curriculum because the curriculum team does that. However, as a teacher, I would be in charge of helping the students get through the layout and understand the curriculum. Some other things that I need to do is grade papers, grade tests, grade assignments, and respond to student needs. So it's basically a lot of grading and a lot of responsiveness to different questions that the students have. Some educational requirements. They would like you to have an advanced degree and a degree in a related field, so a master's and above. So if I wanted to teach a family in marriage and family, if I wanted to teach a class in marriage and family studies, I would need to have an advanced degree in that related field. They also would like to have you have a teaching experience for this job. That's also a good requirement. Starting salary range, they only give one salary range, and it wasn't a salary. They just pay $900 per credit hour that you teach. Very straightforward. And finally, as some additional career information, BYU-Idaho says that teachers are only eligible for hire if they live in certain states. This is good to know, to check this list to see if your state is eligible so that you can become an online instructor, because some states are not eligible and you cannot teach if you live in those certain states. Some other requirements for teachers That is that they follow the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints standards, as well as follow the BYU-Idaho learning model. So, that is a little bit of information about an online educator through BYU-Idaho.